Hey chickies, okay, today we are doing a Dark Hearts mani. Now this is not necessarily an anti-Valentine's Day mani, although you could take it like that if you wish, but more, for those that don't really like pink and red and don't really like sort of all of those girly kind of flouncy Valentine's-y kind of things. This is like an alternative. So anyway, let's get into it. I really hope you like it. So the products I'm using today are basically just black and white acrylic craft paint. The polishes that I'm using are Picture Polishes Black and the sheer black polish that I created using Picture Polish Black and Picture Polish Gloss on top. I'll be using my Miracle Matte from Bliss today as well to create this heart decal. And this is a really cool thing or product to use. A silicone baking mat again is perfectly fine to use as well for this. The brush that I'm using is the Picture Polish 3. It's a one-stroke brush. It's specifically designed for that. It's the flat-edged brush. Now, I said I'm going to be doing one stroke, and I am, but I'm not an expert. So whatever I'm showing you, I wouldn't say that I'm an expert in this. I've been practicing for a number of years, but I'm still no really that much better at it because I probably don't practice it as much as I should. But basically it's the process of dipping one corner of your brush into one color and one corner of your brush into the other color, and then creating a blended sort of gradient effect using the brush. Found out something today about one stroke, and that was from Anna from Bliss, who created this Miracle Matte. She mentioned in a comment on the video or the mini tutorial that I posted on Instagram of this today that there was a lady called Donna Dewberry, and you can look her up on YouTube, who created the one stroke effect or created that sort of concept. I didn't Google or fact check that. I don't know if it's actually real or true or if there was someone else before her, but that's what Anna said, so I took her word for it and I went and I went and YouTubed her, and I found a video of her that she posted doing one stroke flowers. Now, something that I've always been taught by the YouTubers that I've watched who are really good at this one stroke stuff is to roll the brush in between your fingers, and Donna Dewberry said not to do that. She said to move the brush bristles, not the actual handle of the brush, and that actually works better. So I'm going to be trying that the next time I do one stroke. I didn't do it in this one, or maybe I did, I'm not really sure. I'm not very good at this sort of stuff, but I do try, and that's basically the main thing. But yeah, you should totally look up Donna Dewberry. She's very clever. Anywho, as you can see, I'm doing a lot of practicing. This sort of does intimidate me a little bit, so I like to practice a lot before I actually go ahead and do whatever it is that I'm doing. Normally, without this silicone mat, I would be doing this on my nail directly, but for this one, we're going to be actually painting the little heart decal on the mat and then creating a little decal out of it. So it makes it so much easier, really, especially if you've got really curved nails. So now it's time to do the heart, and basically it's just a heart shape. So we're going up from the top and then swiveling around and bringing it to a point. Now to do the other side, don't forget to turn your brush around so the black is still in the middle. Now to clean up the design, I'm going to refresh my brush and then come back in on the first side again, and then we're going to do that again on the opposite side. Now, as you can see from the middle, because yes, I am not an expert at this, so you're probably not learning much. I'm just adding again some more of the black, just redoing it. Like, you can go over it as many times as you like. It's very thin paint that you're using. So, and yes, if anybody is wondering, you can do this with polish. You really can. It's a little bit more difficult. I mean, it's a lot more difficult, let's be honest. It's a lot more difficult because the polish dries really quickly and sort of gets gloopy and it's hard to work with. That's why I recommend, if you're going to try this technique, try using some acrylic craft paint first. Now you'll notice those little bits, those scraggly bits at the end. I'm just going to use my isopropyl alcohol or rubbing alcohol and clean those right up. It's super easy. And once we have our decal done, we're going to cover it with a thin layer of a thin top coat. I'm using Picture Polish's Looking Glass. The reason why I use a thin top coat as opposed to something like Seche Vite, which is a lot more on the thicker side, is because it tends to make the decal a lot more flexible and less stiff. So that's why I do that. I've used a lot of other different top coats and have never worked out very well. So I found that Picture Polish Looking Glass works really, really well for this. So once your top coat is completely dry and should only take a few minutes, maybe 5-10 minutes, leave it for that long and you should be fine. You want to peel it off and then you want to cut around the edges as close to the image or the decal as you can. So next you want to prepare your nail. I'm adding a coat of Looking Glass again to my actual nail. As you can see, I've already got that black sheer polish on there. And then we're going to pick up the decal and place it over that. And the next step is to add those tiny little hearts. I'm just using the tip of a fine detail brush from Picture Polish. I believe it's the brush number 9 or 10, I can't remember. I'll put the details in the description box down below so you can see. Now I wish, to be honest, that I had done these hearts before placing the decal down. I think it would have looked better, but you know, they were an afterthought, so I would suggest, you know, anybody doing this afterwards to put the hearts down first and then put the decal down over the top of the hearts. That would probably look better. Finally, I'm adding a top coat of Seche Vite as per usual. And that's it for this one. I really hope you like it. I hope you do a recreation of it. Even if you do like a pink and red theme, that would look super cute as well. Anyway, thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye, chickies. Oh, and thank you for subscribing. And thanks for that delicious thumbs up. Bye.